Hello, law enforcement officers. It's Anthony Bandiero here with Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training. And today we're going to ask a very simple question. Do you need to read Miranda in its entirety to someone who claims that they already know their rights? The answer is yes. Even if you're arresting a judge that's been on the bench for 40 years and all he's done is criminal trials, and you arrest him for domestic violence, and you want to read him Miranda, and as you're reading it, he says, "Hey, look, I don't need you to read me Miranda. I know Miranda from the back of my hand. I can read you Miranda if you wanted me to." And you can't say, I find it funny because it's kind of ridiculous. You can't, if you intend to interview him or her, you can't stop and say, "Okay, I know you understand Miranda." You have to read Miranda in its entirety. And the main reason here is that when you go to court and you try to argue to the court that you got a knowing and intelligent waiver of Miranda, well, it's hard to prove that the person knew their rights and knew what they were waiving without you telling them what they are waiving. Does that make sense? So if you tell them they have the right to remain silent, and then you stop right there because they know their rights and you are convinced that they do know their rights. Let's say you've arrested this person 20 times before and you've read a Miranda 20 times before, but then you never read them that they have the right to an attorney, and if they couldn't afford one would be provided. It's hard to go into court and say, well, he intelligently and knowingly waived his right to counsel because he told me he knew all his rights. You see the point there? That's the courts basically, in order to prevent this kind of back and forth, and I know he knew his rights because I've dealt with him before, they have a blanket rule. You have to read Miranda in its entirety. So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, email me at info@bluetogold.com. Until next time, be safe.